Hey, what's up guys? Check out these scratches and swirls. Does your paint look like this? Stay tuned, we're gonna show you guys how to fix it right now. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna need to grab our tools and equipment in order to get this job done. So the first thing that we're gonna do is open up our trunk and grab our Arsenal Range trunk organizer bag. And one of the great things about the Arsenal Range bag is that it comes with a ton of compartments, holsters, and pockets that you can easily organize and store all your favorite Chemical Guys products. And it even has a special compartment just for your polisher. So to begin this process, we are going to be washing the vehicle, but before we do that, we want to make sure that we deep clean these wheels. We're going to be using our Sticky Citrus wheel gel in combination with some All Clean all-purpose cleaner. So the first thing we want to do is then rinse off the tire and the wheel from any kind of loose dirt and debris, just kind of knock off any kind of contaminants that are on there that could potentially scratch and swirl our wheels. After we pre-rinse the wheels, then we can begin with cleaning the tire. To clean the tire, we're going to be using the All Clean all-purpose cleaner. Now, All Clean is great because it's citrus-based, and you can use it in combination with the stiff bristle brush in order to remove any kind of grime, brake dust, and previous dressings that are on your tires. That way, once you're done washing and drying your tires, whenever you apply a tire dressing, it lasts much longer and it looks much better. The next thing that we're doing is the undercarriage. So in order to clean the undercarriage, we're going to be using the same cleaner, All Clean, and we're going to be using it in combination with the Rim Packer wheel brush. It does an amazing job at allowing us to get that nice deep clean without having to get our hand in there and getting our hand all jacked up. So now I'm going to be using the Rim Packer reach around, which as you guys can see has a nice angled design, which allows you to get into the wheel nice and deep without you kind of having to do any kind of weird motions with your hands, so that you have the best ease of use. So we're using it in combination with some Sticky Citrus wheel gel, which is also a citrus-based gel cleaner. So this is going to work out extremely well for these wheels because they're a gloss black finish, and these are safe on all wheel finishes. And the great thing about it is that it foams up very nicely. So whenever you combine it with your favorite Chemical Guys wheel brush, it'll foam up, give you that nice rich lather, and emulsify any kind of contaminants that can potentially scratch up the finish of your wheels. And then we proceed to cleaning the face of the wheel with our flag tip brush, which as you guys can see, does an amazing job at pretty much getting to all these spokes so that we can easily get into all the intricate areas of this wheel. And lastly, we're going to be using our Boar's Hair detailing brush, which is a nice small little brush that's going to easily allow us to get into the lug nuts, the valve stem, and actually clean the brake caliper as well. So now we're pretty much done. All we have left to do is give it a quick little rinse, knock off any kind of remaining cleaner and grime, and then proceed with cleaning the rest of the wheels. So we're done with the wheels. Now we have to proceed to cleaning the body of the vehicle in order for us to get ready for that polishing stage. So the next thing that I'm going to do is pull out my wash equipment from my Arsenal Range bag, which I'm going to be pulling out my big mouth foam cannon, a wash mitt, my favorite watermelon snow foam soap, and we're going to set up our 2-bucket method so we have the safest wash experience possible. So we have our 2 dirt traps in our clear buckets ready to go, and all we have left to do is to set up our foam cannon. Now I'm going to be using the TORQ Big Mouth Max Release foam cannon. I have it already pre-filled with some water, and I'm going to be pairing it with my favorite watermelon snow foam. Now watermelon snow foam is great because it's going to give us that nice deep rich lather, and we're also going to be applying some watermelon snow foam to our wash bucket and throw our wash mitt in there to kind of pre-saturate and get that ready for the washing process. So before we get to that, we do want to make sure to rinse off the vehicle just like how we did the wheels. So we're going to give the car a pre-rinse. We're going to go ahead and plug in our Big Mouth Max Release foam cannon to our TORQ snubby, which is connected to our pressure washer, and give this a nice deep rich layer of foam. So now that the vehicle is all foamed up, I usually give it about 20 to 30 seconds just to kind of lather, uplift any kind of dirt and grime, and then we can continue with actually washing it with our wash mitt. So now we're going to grab our chenille microfiber wash mitt, slide that into our hand, and then we're going to start from top to bottom. Wipe in straight motions to prevent the chance of inflicting any kind of more damage to the paint. We're going to be washing the vehicle using the 2-bucket method, so we're going to be going back and forth from our wash bucket to our vehicle to ensure that we filter out any kind of abrasive contaminants that's stuck inside our wash mitt so that we have the safest experience possible. So now that we're all done wiping on the car, now all there's left to do is to rinse it and dry it off. So I'm going to rinse it off, dry it, and then get this pulled into the bay. All right guys, so we're inside, the car's inside the bay, it's clean, it's dry, and now we're ready to polish. The great thing about the Arsenal Range bag is that if you already have your Chemical Guys detailing arsenal, then you can go ahead and throw it into this nice spacious bag, organize it, and take it with you on the go at all times. If you don't have your Chemical Guys detailing arsenal or one of these bags, we have a ton of amazing kits available on our website that actually feature the Arsenal Range bag in it. Now, the one in front of me actually happens to be one of them. It comes with all the pads, our V-line, an extra backing plate that you can use for any kind of curved areas, and the polisher itself. So the kit does come with the TORQ10FX Polisher, which is one of my personal favorite machines just because it does it all. You can convert it to a 6-inch backing plate, 3-inch backing plate, use it to polish out headlights, heavy scratches, swirls, throw in the carpet drill brush attachment, clean your carpets, and you can even use it to apply your favorite Chemical Guys glazes, sealants, and waxes in seconds. If you guys like this kit and you want to check out all of our other amazing kits that feature the Arsenal Range detailing bag, make sure to visit our website, chemicalguys.com, and pick yours up right now. So back to the detail, we have the car washed, it's inside the bay. We actually went ahead and clayed it off camera as well, and it's ready for us to polish. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna assess the paint and figure out which combination of pad and compound or polish that we're gonna need to use in order to correct this paint. Now, usually we recommend going with a combination of like V36 and orange pad, but with enough experience, you can kind of tell like what exactly it's gonna need, and I'll tell you guys for sure that this is definitely needing a compound as opposed to a polish. So that's why we're going with V34 in combination with the orange Hexologic cutting pad, because it's gonna work out in our favor so that we can quickly and easily cut through these heavy layer of scratches, swirls, and even water spots that are in this paint so that we have a better foundation to work with. So grab your TORQ10FX, get your orange Hexologic cutting pad, and make sure it's perfectly centered on your backing plate. Then once you're done with that, flip it over, grab your V34, apply 5 pea-sized drops, and then blot it out onto the vehicle, and then you can spread it out on speed setting 1 just to kind of stretch the product into the area that you're going to be working it in. We recommend working in a 2x2 area just so that you have control and more precision as to where you're polishing. Now, once you have spread it out on speed setting 1, you go ahead and turn it on to the high speed setting, work it until it's fully broken down, and then once it becomes clear, you can go ahead and turn off your machine, grab your microfiber towel, and buff off the excess and enjoy the shine. Whenever you conduct a heavy cut with the compound, it's best to refine it with the finer polish. So the next step in this process is we're going to refine it with our same machine. We're going to be using the TORQ10FX in combination with the white Hexologic polishing pad. So it's a big difference between the pads. The pad is pretty much going to facilitate the level of cut that you're going to be receiving. So in this case, the white pad, it's a lot softer in composition and it's a lot smoother. So it works out a lot better at removing the finer micro swirls and imperfections in the paint. Whenever you do a heavy cut with the more aggressive compound, you kind of want to come back and refine it. So just like how sandpaper works, if you ever do something aggressive, you want to kind of refine it so that you have the smoothest finish possible. So that kind of applies to paint as well. So that's why we're using a finer polish to get the job done. So same process, 5 pea-sized drops, blot it out, spread it on speed setting 1, and then work it on speed setting 6, work it until it's fully clear, and wipe it off with the microfiber towel. All right, guys, and just like that, you're finally done with polishing your paint. So as you guys saw before, the paint was extremely scratched, swirled, and extremely oxidized and looked horrible. Now check it out. It looks amazing. It almost looks like a black mirror, a ton of reflection, a ton of shine, and the ultimate clarity. All right, guys, and that pretty much wraps it up. If you guys like this kit, you guys can pick it up on our website, chemicalguys.com, and check out the very many other kits that we offer as well. If you guys like this video, make sure to give us a like, comment down below any other further questions that you guys may have that we didn't answer in this video. And until then, we'll see you guys next time.